Hello Leo, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general life reading for your sign. So I'm going to start with this, the 7th house, which is your house of relationships. So this can be a love relationship. It's normally the graduating from a love affair to a committed relationship. So this can be marriage and engagement, or it could be just a commitment between you and another in a love affair or a love marriage or a love partnership. But it can also be a business partnership coming in with the 7th house. So any kind of partnership. It could also be some other close personal relationship that you have in your life at the moment. So it could be a very good friend or somebody very close to you at this time. So it's all about that. It's how you relate to others and the awareness around matters pertaining to that. It can also be about obviously balancing things, because the 7th house is the Libra house, but it's also about matters to do with the lower courts. So this could be some legal issue as well, maybe coming up. Now, you have got Saturn return at the bottom, and at the top you've got butterfly maiden to do with transformation. So Saturn return is quite a big card. It's an opportunity to have another chance at something, or a second chance. But the energy around it is release and redirect your energy. So a kind of course correct is occurring here. So it's either that to do with a relationship, a current relationship or a partnership of some sort of course correct or a change of direction, but something needs to be released and something needs to, a redirection needs to occur. But it's a very realistic look. Saturn is always very realistic. Anything that has been built and is wobbly, or it hasn't got a good foundation, or it wasn't based on your authentic self. So if you've been in a relationship or a partnership which has not been based on your true and highest self, then it will fall away, or it will just crumble and will need to be rebuilt, or something else something new will need to come in, or some kind of drawing in a line in the sand will need to happen. Saturn return can be a few disappointments. It can be dealing with that. It can also be looking back at something and realizing what has worked and what hasn't worked for you, and then making this course correct and moving forward. So whatever you build under Saturn return is going to be long-lasting, all right? It's got the number 5 there. 5 is always a number of change, so I feel there's some sort of change coming in. And so it's either a reformulation, but this time it's got to be built properly. It's got to have a strong foundation, and it's also got to be about your authentic self. In some ways, it can be you releasing aspects of the way you have related in the past, releasing aspects that haven't worked or haven't worked for you, and now you're going in a new direction, which is more about your goals, your dreams, your hopes, and your what you're aiming for in a relationship. It may have been not clear before, whereas under the Saturn return things will become very clear, and you will get clarity on certain things, and it's a kind of an opportunity to redirect towards what is going to be better for you in the long run, closer to your heart, more satisfying, and so on. But it's a slow moving energy. It's about building a foundation for life. All right. So butterfly maiden is always about transformation, and it's saying you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So she's saying, do not fear these changes that are occurring in this house. Do not fear them, because they're going to bring you the transformation that you require. And on the other side of this is happiness and joy and success. All right. So just allow these transformational processes to happen. Let go of things that don't serve you or don't work for you. And in some cases, it may be a situation or a person, depending on your circumstances, but it can also be concepts. It can also be the way you have related in the past, whether this is a business partnership or a love relationship. It's how there's a transformation occurring. You are letting go of aspects which you've outgrown, basically, or you're aligning things to be more in tune with your authentic self. So very, very good card, very transformative card. But all the butterflies, it's that going through those transformational stages until you can fly off and start something new. Now, in some cases, this could be somebody coming in to the 7th house, this could be a partnership or a relationship coming in, which is solidifying. So you've released other aspects of the past around relationships, and now you're going into something else. Now, this person could be older than you. They could be mature, and they could be very well established, very mature person, very well established, older. They could be very wise, if you know what I'm saying. So take that as it resonates, whether it's a love relationship or a business partnership, but it can be somebody like that coming in at this time. But it's saying that whatever you create under the Saturn return must be good and solid, and then it will be long lasting. And if this is a new person coming in, or the love affair has now graduated to a marriage or a more committed partnership, it's saying that it's going to be long lasting because of the Saturn return energy. And any transformation that you are going through now, you're going to get to the success on the other side, and don't fear the changes which are occurring. Now, in line with that, with the Saturn energy, it can also be that you do need to simplify things. Perhaps your past goals and hopes and dreams have been built up around other people or other situations, and you now need to simplify. And Saturn can be about letting go, releasing things, complications or other people's influences in your life. And now you're simplifying things. You're kind of having a very realistic look at everything, and you're letting go of aspects which don't serve you anymore. So simplify, solidify, and start building a really strong foundation here. Now, we have also got at the Fairy Tarot is the bottom of the deck is 10 of Summer. This is the 10 of Cups. Now, this card is the ultimate in get everything you want card. Everything you want comes in with the 10 of Cups or 10 of Summer. So it says an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends. Raising children wisely, people you can trust. So take all of those may apply, or only part of it may apply, but it really is everything going well. It's the ultimate happy life, happy family, happy relationships. Okay, everything working out for you. It's just everything beautiful that that everybody wants. You know what you're aiming for in your life, a very fulfilling, happy life. So all of this is possible for you. It could be that this is coming in with this person. If it's a business situation, it's saying that you can trust this person. This person is reliable, and that you can build something solid with them. And likewise with the love relationship as well. But it really is the ultimate. The 10 of Cups is the ultimate in emotional fulfillment coming in. It may be associated with this person. This is a Prince of Spring. So this could be somebody in your life at this time, whether it's a relationship or some other aspect they may be coming in. It could be somebody in your family, or whatever it is, or it could be somebody that you are working with currently. It could be a business partnership, or it could be some other aspect with the 9th house. It could be something that you are working on together, or somebody's advising you or helping you. It could be that, or it could be these are the energies that you're going to be exuding, or that you need to bring on board at this time. So Prince of Spring, so charming, self-confident, passionate, restless. So this could be you, or this could be attributed to somebody. You may have somebody in mind who fits this. But this person is busy. They're action-oriented and they get things done. Okay, and if there's anything you need doing, they will be able to bring it to bear. So it also says that you may be needing to take immediate action in some regard here, and it says a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. So whatever of those apply to you, this could be this passionate person or this passionate relationship coming in, or it could be that you're rearranging something in your finances and it affects your relationships or your business partnership, whatever the situation is. There's a challenge coming in, but you can easily overcome it. This is a get things done, very busy energy, very action oriented, but successful, gets things moving, and really gets things happening, and it's quick action as well. Now, I do feel that obviously with the Saturn return energy that there are going to be some things that need to be sorted out and let go of. There could be details that need to be worked out. As I said, there may be some lower court things or legal matters to be sorted out. It could be forming a contract or a partnership, whatever the situation is. But keep things simple, but straightforward and on the level, and make sure that whatever you're building is going to be long lasting. Now, we have also got the 8th house here. So the 8th house is to do with unions. So this can be, as I said, a love relationship. It can also be a business partnership, and it's the the nuts and bolts of how that union is fitting together or coming apart, as it may be. So this could be that something is being released in order to make way for something new. So take it as it resonates. The eighth house is always about endings and beginnings, or cycle shifts, cycle changes. So releasing an old cycle in your life and moving forward into a new one. Any kind of ending, beginning comes in with the eighth house. It can also be death of some sort, death and a birth or rebirth or regeneration or renewal. Okay, so any one of those aspects may also be coming in. It's also about sexuality or intimacy. So this may be coming in if this is a love relationship, perhaps that's getting regenerated, or you're going through some sort of cycle change in that regard. This person may not be like what you've, or like who you've been with before. So there may be changes or adaptations required, or maybe just some sort of stimulation coming into the eighth house in that regard. But it can also be, as I said, about how a union or a partnership fits together, the emotional and the material resources. How is that all going to work, or how is it being separated and divided, if that is the case that's coming in for you here. So it can also be, as I said, death. Now, this can be sort of the death of an aspect of your life, or the passing away of some aspect of your life. So this could be a cycle or structures you've had, or some sort of association, or just even a financial structure. It could be, because the eighth house is a financial house as well. So it could be that something in your life is now going through a cycle shift, and so it falls away. In some cases, it can be a death. Now, this can be a physical passing of somebody around you or within your environment. It could also have been connected to a death that happened some time ago, and there are still issues around that. Whether this is an emotional thing, something could be rising up in you, like emotional situations around that passing. It could have been, as I said, may not even have been recent, but something may be coming up. It can also be from a financial point of view. All financial matters come in with the eighth house. So this can be accounting, tax, banking, investments, assets, insurances, anything like that. And it can also, tax may very well be coming in. But I feel that this is about monetary things around emotional attachments, or aspects that have been there a long time and now may be falling away in some way. It can also be connected to like legacies or inheritances. So you may be, if you're older, you may be wanting to set up a legacy, or it could be that you are benefiting from an inheritance, or there's some aspect of that may be coming in with the eighth house. So now at the bottom, you've got Chiron healing. So it's saying you won't be able to move forward in this house until healing occurs. So some sort of healing is necessary here. And that at the top, you've got Eracura blossoming. You are just getting started. So have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. So something in the eighth house is definitely changing or being released. And this also goes with the Saturn return. Saturn return can be taking a very hard look at what has gone on in your life up until this point. There may be disappointments financially. There could be disappointments with you invested in something and it didn't come off, or it didn't happen as expected, or perhaps you felt that you didn't handle it as well as you could have, because you were perhaps not as mature as you could have been, or you just did the best you could in those circumstances. And with hindsight now, you're seeing that certain aspects could have been done a bit better, or you need to release certain things so that you can move on. But some sort of healing is occurring here. Now, this could be, as I said, emotional healing. It could also be, this is associated often with things from the past, but it could also be healing of something that is, it's got an emotional attachment to it, something that is requiring you to release your energy from there. Forgiveness may be required, but it's something to release your energy from there so that you can redirect that energy in a new direction. Because otherwise, if you leave your energy parked in that continual situation which goes round and round, it saps your energy, it ages you, it drains you of your life force, and you don't want that. Okay, so do your forgiveness if you need to for that situation. Go through forgiveness rituals, write letters, burn them, or do whatever you have to release your energy from being trapped in that situation. This could be generational, it could be karmic, it could be any kind of situation. It could also be emotions that you have attached to somebody who has passed, or there's a legacy involved here, something to do with that, and there's emotional healing that is required. You have to go back, you have to examine the situation, realize that whatever occurred had a place in your life, and you have to accept it. You have to accept that it had a place in your life. It's shaped you, and it's shaped your life in some way. So we are all here to learn. So everything is a learning experience. Look at it like that. Forgive the situation and release your energy, and forgive yourself. Release your energy from that, and then accept it and let it go. And then it should not reoccur, because sometimes with Chiron, things can come in a repetitive cycle. It's like you've got to break through that cycle to let it go, so that it doesn't keep coming back to you. Okay. In some cases, it can be to do with a physical healing. So you may need to shell out a bit of finance to do with a physical healing. So this could be visiting a health facility or undergoing some kind of medical, it could be quite quick or sudden, some sort of medical situation you may have to deal with in this 8th house, and it's tied up with financial situations. But it could also be just kind of letting go of painful parts of your life, or painful aspects that are being reminded at this time, or painful situations around money, releasing all of those. As I said, applying forgiveness from that. You may felt that you've made a mistake or something, and now you need to release yourself from that. You're kind of maturing. You need to kind of grow into yourself and take a mature outlook at this point in time. And it says here, whatever this process is that you're going through here, it's saying that you're just blossoming. So you're just getting started with this process. It may be a healing process you're going through. It could be a reorganization of your finances. So things that you've put your money into, or that you've invested into, whether it's a relationship or a partnership or financial affairs, something you've invested your time and money into just didn't quite come off, or needs to be rearranged or released in some way. And it's just saying, have patience with this process, okay? Don't give up. Don't let go of what it is that you're working on here. And just be compassionate and kind to yourself. Simplify the matter, but keep going, as you will get to the other side of this. In some cases, this may be only for a few of you. With Chiron, Chiron is rules medicine. It also rules all natural remedies and therapies. And this may be necessary in this 8th house in some way. Or it could be to do with a career situation. You could be learning about this. Chiron is about learning and studying and things like that as well. But it may be connected to those fields. So whether it's medical related, or whether it's home remedies, and this is to do with or naturopathy, homeopathy, chiropractic, any of those kind of alternative fields of healing come in under Chiron. So you could be reorganizing yourself, or you may be reorganizing your business to do with this, or you may be learning something else around this. Erikura is also to do with nature, and she deals with flower essences and the floral kingdom. So that may be relevant for you in this. It could be to do with remedies and essential oils, or floral remedies. It could also help you on an emotional level. All of these therapies, and this is essential oils or Bach flower remedies, or whatever it may be, and also the natural therapies and healings may assist you to release aspects to do with this 8th house. Now, this could be sexually related as well, to do with your change of a relationship and so on. However it comes in for you, Chiron does deal with that as well. Okay, so now we have got the 9th house coming in. 9th house deals with the legal situation. So again, legal may be coming up here. So it's the law and the higher courts come in with 9th house. But the 9th house is many things. The 9th house is also about travel. It's also about international, possibly international travel or long distance. Or it could be an adventure or an exploration of some sort. Now, this could be an internal exploration, an adventure, going, learning about new things or exploring new paths of profession for you. But it can also be a physical adventure, as in going on a trip of some sort. It could also be something like a pilgrimage or a spiritual quest that may also come in with the 9th house. It can also be about learning, higher learning. So this is a university level or adult education. Understanding deeper concepts, the seeking of truth or the seeking of wisdom comes into the 9th house. Religion, belief systems, and philosophy. So you could be studying law, or you could be studying any one of those areas, or it may be a profession for you. It's also about teaching. and publishing. You may be involved in the publishing industry, or you may be wanting to publish something. Any kind of promotional work or public relations also comes in with the 9th house. It could also be business related, import, export, because it's got this foreign international concept attached to it. It's you meeting the world in some way, and that may be online or through publishing, whatever the situation is. So however it comes in for you, it could even be journalism. Something coming in for the 9th house, but it's saying here you've also got Sagittarius. Now Sagittarius rules the 9th house, so this is very much expansive. This is a very expansive energy. You're expanding in some way in this house. Now the sun is a very positive aspect to be having in this house. It's about radiance. It's about having a lot of influence. It's about being very confident, and being a Leo sign, that could very well be coming in for you. You may be blossoming in that regard. You may be coming into your own with the Saturn return, the sun, and the Aerokura and the transformation. I feel you are going through some sort of metamorphosis, or you are coming into your own. You are blossoming and reaching a potential of some sort, and the sun is going to help you with that. Okay, it could be that you are very influential at this time, or it could be that you're taking a leadership role in this house. You're leading the way in some way. You may have to step up unexpectedly. Okay, remember I said about Uranus. Uranus can be expect the unexpected, so you may have to step up unexpectedly in some way, shape, or form here. You may have to lead the way, but you're going to be very influential. So this is about being humble and using integrity to get you where you need to be. All right, this is not about being opinionated or being boastful. This is a very radiant energy. It's charisma. Okay, it's having that, and Leos have got that in spades. So I feel it's coming into your own. If it's a legal matter that you are dealing with, I feel this is a very positive sign. Okay, the sun is a very positive energy. It's a very forward-moving, very, as I said, very influential, very charismatic, very radiant sign. It's also about life force, okay, beaming forth. And you may be helping others at this time as well, because with the Chiron energy, sometimes what you go through in your life, you can help others with. You may be teaching others about this, or you may be leading the way and showing others how to do certain things that you have overcome in your life. Chiron has got a key there as its symbol, so you may be passing on knowledge to others in some way, and that is what the Dana High Priestess card is all about. Okay, teaching comes in very strongly here, or passing on knowledge of some sort. It can also be with the 8th house. Sometimes divorce does come in here. If you are a divorced person, what you've been through emotionally or financially or whatever, you may be helping others in that regard. I'm just saying that as a side note. But this is about influence. The sun is about influence, and the sun rules Leo. So this is your planet. Okay. So very much a Leo energy coming in, but it's going to be very expansive energy. It's about pushing your energy out there and influencing others, or leading the way, or helping others. It could even be that you are leading your family in some way. There's many ways that this can come in.